Ladies and gentlemen of the media, please welcome in Coach Ferraro. Coach Ferraro will be with us for a few minutes today, and then we'll have quarterback Devin McGinnis to answer some questions following last week's big win. And this is a post-practice interview.
How's everyone doing today?
All right. We'll start over here with Mike Trapuka from the Alaska Sun-Times. Coach, can you just go over that win last Tuesday? You know, we haven't really heard anything about it. We understand there was some miscommunications getting on the bus after the game, so you couldn't speak with the media. So can you just kind of tell us what you were thinking and how the game went?
First off, just want to apologize about that. But, you know, a big win for Skeeter Nation. We did pretty good. If I had to look at one game on our schedule I was worried about, that would have been the one. And I think we just had solid play from everybody, especially our quarterback play. He just made it look easy out there. They had a fast defense, and he was just picking them apart. They made a few mistakes, and we really made him pay for that.
All right, Coach. Mike Jones over here with the Charlotte Sun-Times. Well, like you said, you know, coming into the season, this was going to be the biggest game of the year. You know, everyone was saying SEAL Team 6 is the team to beat in that region, and I believe the final score was 27-6. You gave up a touchdown late. You know, it could have been a shutout. You know, what does that say about your team? You know, this is a pretty good team.
Yeah, it's a really good team. I'd say so far, like you said, the one touchdown we've given up, it's kind of just garbage time. They kind of just threw up a prayer, and we kind of just, for whatever reason, got lazy. But this team is just great. 27 points on a team that I think had given up 6 points all season. Also, they had a good defense. We just had good all-around play. Our defense was getting to the quarterback. Our secondary was just holding the receivers to little to no yards, even when they caught the ball. And offensively, we just clicked. Everything was clicking that day. It was really good. So,
all right, Coach, over here, Ryan Matthews with the Charleston Post-Courier. Now, you know, there's a lot of talk going around about Devin. You know, we all know that he's a great player, but can you talk about some of the other offensive weapons they have? You know, some of the guys Devin's thrown to. You know, what are they doing that's been so effective this year?
Well, I think they got to start off with Ryan Shipley. He's really drawing a lot of double coverage. He's getting a lot of double coverage, and that's kind of opened the field up for guys like Wesley Cooler, who could sneak right in there on like the short little, especially in the red zone. He'll sneak in there and just get in between the defense, and Devin will find him. And JW, our redshirt fifth-year senior, he's really making some moves out there. He's making a lot of people miss. He's kind of like the Darren Sproles of flag football, I like to call him. So, yeah, I think we got a pretty solid team all around. And you can't really discount the line. I don't think they've given up a sack this season. I can't give you the exact total, but I think John Clegg is really, you know, I think he's got 15 pancakes on the season. So I think he's looking good.
All right, this is Jim Smith down in Packet. Let's talk about the defense for a second. A lot of emphasis being placed on this offense, but this defense has given up 6 points all year. I believe you guys had something around 10 sacks last game. You know, Devin McGinnis leading the way. You know, he's just a wrecking ball up front. But secondary really shutting down. You know, just talk about what you guys are doing schematically. What's being so successful.
I think we're just trusting our secondary is what it's coming down to. We're able to get so much pressure because we can bring two guys because our secondary is just shutting people down. You know, I can as a coach, I can just tell our secondary, Ryan Ward and Ryan Shipley, to just go down and, you know, lock them up and not worry about what's going on in the backfield. And then I think our linebacker plays going really well too, anchored by Wesley Cooler. He's making a lot of plays out there. He's audibling, like stuff that he's seeing out there. He's making good plays. And then I think personally it all starts with the pressure we're getting on the quarterback. Like you said, Devin had 5 sacks last game, and Joe Schmo Rubino, we call him, had a good amount of sacks too. I don't know the exact total, but they're both just pressuring the quarterback, and if they're not getting sacked, they're making him throw bad throws. So,
all right, 2 more questions for Coach. Coach Alan Rigman, New York Times. You got a bye week coming up this week, and you know a lot of emphasis being placed on last week's game. How do you keep the guys focused going into this last regular season game? You know, they don't want to look over this team before going to the playoffs, but you know, how do you keep them focused, Coach?
I just tell them season's not over. It doesn't matter if we just beat, you know, what was supposed to be the best team. Don't get complacent because complacency equals failure in my book, and they all know that. I gave them Monday off, so Tuesday today we'll get back at it and we'll get some practice going in. We had our practice earlier this morning. It was just some conditioning work and some light lifting, and then today we'll go out there and we'll run some routes. We'll just work on some plays and everything. But the main thing is that they don't get complacent, so we can keep the season going, because playoffs will start soon. Once the playoffs start, I don't care what anyone says. What we did in the regular season, our record's 0-0.
All right. Last question for Coach. Over here. Oh, okay. Hey, Mike Williams. I'm with the San Francisco Tribune. No one's talking about Devin today. We should be talking about Devin right now. The kid's got 10 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. These are astronomical numbers. We've never seen these before in flag football. What is he doing that's making him so successful?
He's working hard, I like to say. He had the talent. I don't want to bash the coaches previous, but I just don't think he was being used the right way. I think in the system we have, he can thrive, and that's what he's been doing. He hasn't been making the mistakes. I think the worst thing he's done this year is throwing the ball past the line. If that's the only problem your quarterback's making, you can't really have any problems with it. He's not throwing stupid into double coverage. He's not just lofting the ball up there. He's making the smart reads. He's keeping it when he needs to, and he's just being a leader. And I think the team wants to go out there and do well for him, and coaching staff's definitely recognizing that. And right now, I'm a happy coach with my quarterback.
All right, well, that's it for Coach. We'll have Devin and some of the other players in later. Thanks, Coach.
All right, guys. Thank you. Have a good week.